It's Week 17 of the NFL, and this one features Kyron Williams. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Broncos and the Bengals, next on Madden Football.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come in at 15-0, 1 win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their fifth-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. And his first pass is incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Burrow will throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Nix to the air. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a 1st down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Kyren Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. So we have a tie now atop the all-time single-season rushing touchdown list. LaDainian Tomlinson, you've just been joined by this man.
And they share similar traits in running the football. Excellent vision, cutting ability, determination, will. They understand where the end zone is and will not be deterred.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 11. Stop.
To the air again, Burrow. Throw left side, complete. That's Moss. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here we go.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. In motion, the tight end. From midfield now, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, it's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
11 empty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his pass incomplete. Second and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Now Burrow. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we are tied 7-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now it's Nix. Pass complete there to Nakua. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw is Nix. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Kyren Williams halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And that's going to be the touchdown run that puts him in the record books. He has now set the all-time mark for most rushing touchdowns in a single season. Unbelievable. What an accomplishment for him. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And as we near the conclusion of the regular season, nobody has surpassed the amount of receptions that he has put up to this point. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. Quick slant caught by Chase. But you look at this Bronco defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this up past the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And Burrow going to throw again. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick 6 for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jones hit and the ball's out. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
Here we go, here we go.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got Renfro on the out route. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Again, it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
42.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they make the tackle at the Broncos 33. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Burrow will throw. The open man here, Renfro. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in his first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal, but you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. In motion goes the tight end. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
set to kick off.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Nix to the air. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the air with Nix. Completes this one to Pickens. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. George Pickens, 33 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. McPherson on for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got Burton here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Raiders out in front as they approach halftime. The Raiders still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head up to our nation's capital to check in on the Commanders at home in Landover. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The new man in black for 2024, Kirk Cousins, with a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes leading the way as his guys pick up win number 14 on the year. We saw a fine performance in that first half from the running back, Kyren Williams. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
First down, Broncos.
Throwing Nix. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now it's Nix. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Nix looking to throw again. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down, but they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
To throw is Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here's Nix. Flush to his right. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Screen play set up for Williams. Touchdown! Kyren Williams. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a 2nd and 2. They go play action with Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow on play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10.
11, Thomas.
Again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Moss. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
They'll run the screen with Moss. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Finding Hardman here over the middle. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Offside. Defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Nix to throw again. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Broncos. Pat Freiermuth. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now it's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now Burrow. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down. 12. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. His throw incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Third and goal, Burrow. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jermaine Johnson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Broncos will take over on downs. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big
And now off to the races, down the right side, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Kyron Williams. 78 yards. And the Broncos have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and It is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Here's Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 2, ready?
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. To the air again, Burrow. He's got Burton here. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 31-yard line.
12.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Throwing again on second down. Burrow able to find Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this down to the 23. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow steps away. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Back to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They're going to look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A huge play there for Denver, 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Broncos offense and running back Kyren Williams getting ready for their next possession. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Nix. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Nix. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Nix to the air. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both.